For those that missed it, we had not a surprise, but a planned official Lost Ark stream from the director himself. Announced yesterday. It just ended. There might be some pauses in the video, or I mean in the stream as well. But the director came forth, addressed the hot topics, the issues that were circumnavigating the world, as well as on the Korean forums, Inven. The first thing that he wanted to address was the DPS meters. He mentioned that he's discussed this in the past, previously, multiple times. He addressed that there are pros, but there are also cons. And he talked about how in this game, in Lost Ark, he does not want the DPS meter final answer again for the third time now, not second, but for the third time officially. He has stated that he does not want or allow the use of DPS meters. He has also communicated with the Amazonians about this issue, and he feels that while there are pros, and he does value your opinion, and he does feel that, you know, your voice does matter and stuff like that. He respects your feedback and your opinion. However, the ultimate decision, the final say is he will not allow it, and no. That's the kindest way he could say no. And the next thing that he talked about was class balance as well as the PTR. The big takeaway for the class balance is that there are going to be multiple class balances this year. And internally they've discussed the pacing of the class balance. 2 to 3 weeks or even every 1 or 2 months is too quick. Because with class balance comes changes to the tripod system. Not the system itself, but you having to change your tripods, as well as you know, changing your spec overall, your setup. So changing your setup costs resources, whether it's payon or gold, silver, re-rolling gems, or selling gems, buying a new gem, stuff like that. He has heard the community and known about the issues. There's this pressure where every time there's a balance patch, I gotta update my spec. He's aware about the costs, and the team feels that this is not fair, as well as wants to get rid of that burden. So since January, the team has been working on ways to improve the tripod system, as well as the gem as well. He also said that like some of the tripods that have been deleted from the game, like for example, Ward Answers, Wind Whisper, one of them was removed. So for these things, there is a log of everything. So he's gonna refund this somehow through the new system where you can choose a tripod or something like that. So he mentioned all you need to take home is that he's aware, he has stored all the data for that. Well, it didn't happen for NAU just yet, but he stored the data, and he's gonna compensate. They're looking for solutions so that when there is a balance patch and the meta shifts, it'll be much easier for us to adjust into new specs. He also mentioned that Ilya Khan, which is Akan, he's a Legion commander. The raid is going as scheduled, as planned. Same with Aeromancer, which is part of the Specialist family. She'll be joining us soon as a new class, subclass. Expected to launch after the monsoon season, he said, or it could be during or before. But get excited, and there is a lot of hype built up for her, is what he said. 2 new hairstyles for ladies and for the men. And what he wants to do with these like customization stuff, he's gonna release little by little, not all at once. But these are the new hairstyles. Number 1 and 3, they're the same hairstyles, just on different classes. The boys, the men, they're different, of course. And the one on the right, number 5, is the new hair. So that's 2 different for the female characters and 2 for the male characters. And he also promised during Law on Winter, there were guests during the live convention, and one of the guests asked for redesign of the Shushire race, which is the warrior family, saying that the legs were too chunky, too whatever, I don't know. But these are the updated models. This is like a halfway checkpoint. This is not finalized just yet, but he just wanted to show us. There you go. Move my chat out. Left is before, right is after. So the leg length is way longer. And these are with some skins. Alright, they're all the same models, but different skins, chat. Alright. He also mentioned that the hairstyle will join the NA. The hairstyle, the new hairstyles will come to Korea at the end of May with Neria's wardrobe in Korea again. As for the Shushire models, that'll need some more time. It takes a lot of time. And there's gonna be a practice mode added in to Korean servers first, where you can practice like the Cuckoo, Satan, Mario phases. You'll see when we get it in NAU, as well as Bresh as a second stage. There is a boss a person has to solo inside in order to kill the boss and proceed. But while one person practices, 7 others have to wait. So instead of doing that, they're going to implement a practice mode so that you can practice it yourself at your own time, at your own pace, without waiting or wasting other people's time. That's great. And the next thing he talked about is a collaboration with a Western game RPG IP that he has admired since childhood. No hints yet. He wanted to do maybe 3 or 4, but because of scheduling, he can only schedule 1 for now for the NAU audience. Global, so I guess everybody. Yeah, a global collaboration. Hello Kitty. Also, for those in Korea, there is going to be a concert on offline due to COVID restrictions lifting. He is finally able to do this concert, and he personally will be there himself. And the last thing is nah, man, it's okay. But the director's gonna step down. And it's finalized, man. Yeah, so Elgasia update will be his last. With the team, he's grateful, but his time has come. He's not doing well. He's sick. We don't know, he didn't say, but he said that it's been since June he wasn't feeling good, so he had a surgery after the source was released in August in Korea. He had a surgery and he couldn't fully recover due to work, and he wanted to step down for Loa on Winter in December of last year, but he couldn't. Well, he didn't want to, and he proceeded. And he wanted to finalize and release Elgasia, the continent, that he's been working on for 10 years. And he's done that. is accomplished. So he's decided to step down, and a new able team will take over, and we'll be able to meet them soon. But for now, he's gonna be stepping down as a director. So that's the stream. And he just said for the next 20 minutes how he's grateful, thankful, he does not regret anything, for working to death, and due to the fans and the gamers, he was able to persevere.